Hi guys, welcome to this week's video. Today's video is a little bit different as I just want to chat to you about stress, anxiety and that little voice in your head that will not go away and just nags you and gets you down. Now this is something that I struggle with myself. Now I don't put this on social media really because I'm not going to post about myself and what went wrong in my day because that just wouldn't be very positive and lots of you I'm sure would not want to read about that. But I do want to be open and say that this is something that I struggle with and I know that lots of you do as well. Now it can be in different areas of your life, so it might be at work, it might be your personal life, or maybe it could be a relationship, or maybe you just got stuck in traffic. For me, it happens mostly surrounding work, and I think it's because, well no, I don't think, I know. It's because I put a lot of pressure on myself and sometimes everything just feels so like it's getting on top of you and you need somewhere or somehow you need a release. So, stress is normal. It happens to the best of us, and today I'm going to share a few things that I do to help manage stress and how perhaps you can use these and they might help you, and also you might have some that I can use as well. So yeah, today's about stress, anxiety and how we can make it do one. Now this little voice creeps up on us, so we start to feel stressed, we overthink everything, so we feel anxious, and then we start to question everything that we're doing, and then the voice is there and you can't get rid of it. But this little voice is very self-critical, so whether you're in the mirror and you're looking at yourself and you don't feel like you look good enough, or you don't feel worthy, or you don't think you did a good enough job, or you're comparing yourself, all those things are forms of stress and they don't help us out. So it's about managing it and thinking of ways that you can use, tools that you can do every single day. So when it crops up, you acknowledge it's there and you think, okay, high stress, we're going to manage you, and then you can go and run away because we don't want you in our lives because it's not going to help our positive vibes, and you get in life that what you focus on is going to increase the most. So if you're focusing on that stress is going to expand. Whereas if you're focusing on happy things or positive things, then they're going to increase in your life. So that's just another reason, a little rant of why we don't need stress in our life and why it definitely needs to do one. Now, I get stressed about the most ridiculous of things, and perhaps you do too, and we are human, but like in 2016 I said to myself, right, I'm going to do a video every Sunday and it's going to happen. Well, last week I had a semi-breakdown because I hadn't filmed a video for you guys, and in reality it is not something to get stressed about, but that's like self-pressure I put on myself, and a lot of us do that. Now it might not be obviously that you're filming a video, I mean even saying it sounds ridiculous, but I don't know, I just felt like I was going to let myself down, let you guys down for not filming one, and that was just one example for you. But whatever it is that you're getting stressed about, it is normal in a way for us to feel that way, but we have got to tackle this, and this is how you can do it. Now the first thing you can do when you feel stressed is to stop and breathe. Like, breathing is like something we do every single day, but taking a few deep breaths really does help you to like calm down. Now I did a video on mindfulness which I'll pop a link below so you can watch it. Mindfulness meditation is something that definitely helps. Also, I got this book recently called Mindfulness, and it's by Mark Williams and Danny Penman. Now I have not read all of this yet, I've only read the first few pages, but I've heard amazing things about this, so that's worth checking out as well. But literally stopping and breathing, you can do that anywhere you are. Doesn't matter if you're at your work desk, you're at the bus stop and the bus is delayed, or maybe you're like me and having a panic attack of what to film. Stop and breathe. My next tip would be to write down all the things that you're happy for in your life right this second. Now we all aim so high and we want so much, and we want the next project, the next goal, which is incredible, but at the same time we must remember what is incredible and going on right now in our life, and be grateful for now and the present time. My third tip would be to schedule some blackout time. Now, what I mean by this is to turn off your phone. When was the last time you turned off your phone? I am useless at this, but it's something that we try and do at least once a week, maybe on a Friday or Saturday night. And you'd be surprised how much less stressed you are without your phone. Like, a lot of the time, for me, obviously I'm on social media a lot, and I know so many of us are. Even if you're on a bus, you're like, the first thing you do, you don't just sit there, you get your phone out and you start flicking around and looking at pretty pictures on Instagram. But yeah, have a blackout night and take some time out away from technology and spend time with those you love, those who support you, or just get in the bath with a Jo Malone candle. The next one is something that you might find a little bit alien and challenging at first, and it's to stand in front of the mirror and pick out all the things that you love about yourself. Like, when you look in that mirror, we are very self-critical, and yeah, we need to start focusing on what we actually love about ourselves, and it's not about being big-headed. It's not about that, and I am not promoting that. Perhaps body image is a whole other topic to discuss in a different video, but look in the mirror and just pick out, even if it's like 3 things. I'm sure there's so many more than that, but pick out what you love about yourself and remind yourself that you are pretty goddamn super. And my 5th and final tip is a personal favourite of mine, is to go on a walk. Get some fresh air, get a new perspective. If you're stressed out, it is a good way to release, just walk it off. And so many of you who work in offices, I know because my best friend does this, work through their lunch. Like, this is crazy. And just get up and get outside, remove yourself from that environment, have a little walk, have a refresh. If something's stressing you out there, or if you're at home, go on a stroll. I like to not have my headphones in unless I'm listening to a podcast. But yeah, get outside, walk it off. Now, without sounding dramatic, life is not about being stressed. Of course, it will always pop up to say hello, but it's about managing it. And the more successful you become, or the more responsibilities you take on, whether you're starting a family, you're doing a career, you're doing both at the same time, being Superwoman, we are always going to experience stress, but it's how we manage it that is the most important thing. So hopefully some of those tips will help you, and like I said earlier, if you've got any for me, then I'd love to hear them. So please, please, please pop them down below, because not only will you help me, but also you'll help other people who are watching the video. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this more chatty style video. Let me know if you want to see more of these. And I possibly might do one on body image as well, if that's something that you guys are interested in. But yeah, have a super positive week, stress less, stay calm, and kick that little voice out of your head.